NBC Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
My name is J.J. Johnson, and for the last 6 years of John Madden's broadcasting career, I drove the Madden Cruiser. John traveled all around the country in this bus, covering close to 1 million miles during his career.
This is kind of like living room, dining room during the day, and then at night it's like bedroom.
Willie Yarborough was the first Madden Cruiser driver, an icon himself. He was as close to John as anyone, and I had the honor of taking the wheel later on for the end of the ride.
I'm the last of my kind.
Coach sat right up here in the front seat with us, and that's just who he was.
Here's the thing about traveling like this. You get to see every part of this country, and that includes America's love for football. There was nothing like seeing that through John Madden's eyes.
And boom, the ball's there.
Think about it. John coached and broadcast the game at the highest level.
The left goes to the right goes to the left. This guy crosses here, he crosses here. They have no idea where we're coming from or who we're throwing to. Very interesting.
He saw the game everywhere. But there weren't a lot of places more special to him than Lambeau Field.
Green Bay, it always will be and always has been my favorite place to come for football.
And on Thanksgiving, which was John's favorite day, he would have loved nothing more than to call this game right here, and then hop on the bus and enjoy some turducken right after.
You cut it like right down here.
John's spirit is still with all of us on the crew. He's the last face we see before we open the doors and walk into work every game day, and we wouldn't have it any other way. So welcome to Green Bay. And while you're watching the game tonight, do what we do. Think of John Madden and smile. We're an American icon who loved football, Thanksgiving, and what both meant to our country. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Left at 7 o'clock. We got in Green Bay this morning. We're here to watch the Packers. That's it.
You'll never find another like me. I'm the last of my kind.
And the original Madden Cruiser is pulled into a familiar place, making one more trip. John would have loved being here on this night in this one-of-a-kind American sports venue. Lambeau Field, home of the 13-time champion Green Bay Packers. They're now led by quarterback Jordan Love. Tonight, they welcome Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins on this NBC Sunday Night Football Thanksgiving special. Mike Tirico and Jason Garrett, Melissa Stark on the sideline. I love that story. Coach Madden, the Madden Cruiser here. Everything you want on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for having us in your homes. The Jason, the Packers, they are rolling. They've won 6 of their last 7. Only lost to Detroit. And in this stretch, Jordan Love, the quarterback, is starting to get back to that really good play we saw from him at the end of last year.
Yeah, he sure is. Jordan's been hampered by injuries all year long, and it's impacted his play. But he's healthy now. He's played his best football the last couple weeks. I know one thing he's thankful for, his running back, Josh Jacobs. He's added a physical dimension to this Packer team that really makes Love's job that much easier.
I think you know the Miami story. Tua Tagovailoa, the concussion week 2. You think their season's going to be down the tubes, really. They're 2-6 at one point. But now Tua coming back. They've won their last 3, and he's looking like the guy who can lead them on a late-season run.
Yeah, you don't have to be Don Shula or Vince Lombardi to figure this one out. Tua was out for a month early on in the year. They averaged 10 points a game. They didn't look very good. He comes back. Now they average 25 points a game. They've won 3 straight. He's a difference maker for their team. He's so precise. He's so accurate. Those are his best traits. The big question for me tonight, 27 degrees at Lambeau Field. Does that precision travel up here? We'll find out soon enough.
And that one other element, a little bit of snow in the air as well. What a perfect night. I'm glad you're here with us for it. The dynamic offensive stars of the Dolphins against the Packers' big play men. What a great way to end this holiday. It's the Dolphins and the Packers at Lambeau on NBC.
There's no place that I would rather be on Thanksgiving than right here, right now at a football game. There's just certain things that go together. You know, the turkey, the family, the tradition, football, and we have it all today.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
November at Lambeau, story one, always the weather, especially when a team from Florida comes to visit. Right in the middle of that weather is Melissa Stark. Melissa?
Hi, Mike. It is currently 27 degrees down here on the field. The real feel 15, and we have some light flurries as well. This could be a problem for the Dolphins because the narrative, they can't win in the cold. Head coach Mike McDaniel said, I'm very comfortable with narratives because I think they're predictable. So what else would you expect? They will always say you can't until you can. In his career, Tua Tagovailoa is 0-4 in games when the temperature is below 40 degrees at kickoff. Tua told us this week, that's just the way it's gone. We have to take it on the chin, but I'm excited to have another opportunity to kill that narrative. Tua practiced and considered wearing 7-stud cleats tonight, which he hasn't worn in years, for better traction because this field can get slick. Ultimately, he decided to go with his usual molded cleats tonight. It's something we'll keep an eye on, Mike.
All right, Melissa, sounds good. So the Miami story on the left side there. You know, Buffalo could actually clinch the AFC East on Sunday night, so McDaniel's Dolphins are chasing a wild card. They're 5-6. They're one game out in the loss column. McDaniel and Matt LaFleur worked together a bunch of years. They're good friends. LaFleur and the Packers have lost to both the Lions and the Vikings. They're in the second NFC wild card spot as we start the final third of the season. Toss won by the Dolphins. They defer the option to the second half, so they'll kick it to Green Bay. Jason Sanders is the kickoff man, and the all-pro return man, Keyshawn Nixon, along with Corey Ballantyne, back for Green Bay. The traditional Thanksgiving hosts have won. Detroit and Dallas will happen here at Lambeau. Such a great scene. Flurries in the air, Dolphins and Packers on the field, and off we go on Thanksgiving night, the final course. And awaiting is Nixon. Across the 20, good return man, Nixon. Almost breaks free, gets to the 46-yard line. Big return for Nixon right out of the gate, and a Packer injured on that return.